you can see.
Hey, we're Nicky North in the Cardinal Directions, and we're going to be talking about our newest single, Day of the Dead. Thanks for tuning in. Here's an ad.
Here's an ad for you.
Are you like me?
First question is, how did this whole thing come about? I remember, we basically just came to a band practice, and instead of doing what we had planned, all of a sudden Logan was just playing this, right or no?
I remember listening to the Red Hot Chili Peppers song Roulette, which I never really gave the time of day before. And so I started, I learned how to play it, and then I started playing another riff that was kind of similar to what he does in the song, but not exactly. And then the next day or the next week or something, when we did come to practice, we did what we kind of sometimes say we're going to do. We're just like, let's write a new song right now, completely from scratch.
Is that what we said?
Boom, let's go.
I remember.
That's what happened, and I was like, let me just play this riff and see if they like it. And then you guys were like, oh, that's cool, I like that. And then we started jamming on it, like you were saying, Pete. Which I thought was funny. Because in my head, even too, I was like, I had messed around with this riff and a couple of other ideas, and I was like, it's fine, I guess, or whatever, but you guys seem to be into it. So I was like, okay, cool, let's roll with that.
It was just really fun to have that riff and then, make up something from that riff. Each time we would be like, well, what if it moved into this new part? And then come up with a whole new part. Just the songwriting aspect of this part, then this next part, then let's go back to that part, and then let's write a whole completely new part that's actually faster, and then let's slow it down, and then be completely all over the place.
Yeah, it was cool. A very collaborative effort for sure.
It was. I like the drum beat that you made right in the beginning, from the very beginning when he was playing the you got that pause in there.
And a bunch of diddles in there. You gotta add the diddles.
Hold on.
We jammed on the song. We kind of wrote a structure, and then I think we probably worked on finalizing the structure the next week. And then we were like, okay, everyone practice it and listen to it, and then we're just gonna set up microphones the following week and record it, and that's what we did.
Quick. It was definitely we usually take long time,
years
to do projects or songs. So I feel like I remember this one. I remember saying that, all right, let's just write a new song from scratch,
and just post something.
Yeah,
we gotta give something to you guys.
We do want to put out more content, but I feel like it's not necessarily. It's just. It's for us. It's all it's ever really been for. Is
yeah,
us.
It's true.
Yeah, but
a little promotion here and there, it never hurts.
Yeah,
definitely not.
I did really enjoy writing the different sections too, where actually starting to use music theory and stuff, or writing out the different parts and
what kind of music theory do you mean?
I would say, because we established the key very early on, and that would be and we found the tonic note or the root chord, the 1. So then we started going into different chord progressions, different numbers, and that's where we came up, the whole first part, and then the B section, the chorus, you could call it maybe.
The little slow part at the end still resolves on the A, but the chord progression is way different. It doesn't really make sense music theory wise, I would say, but
I don't know what they're talking about.
Sometimes I feel like it doesn't even sound great when you stray away from the root, but you have to let your ears adjust to okay, it doesn't sound bad, it just sounds different. Sometimes you're not ready for that, I guess. Especially because the chord progressions are half steps, and then
I think
a fourth step down, and then a half step up. Which
I'm pretty
is
sure
odd.
we're changing modes. I'm almost
Definitely.
positive, so.
There's no scale that has those all in the same order like that. What do you think about that, Pete?
Are we in Lydian, or we can't be in Mixolydian because that's more of a.
We started out in Mixolydian. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
This is a good question for Pete. Pete, what did you tune your drums to for this song? What key did you tune your drums to?
Yeah, what is it, Pete?
It's really interesting. So, because we were playing, you said...
A major 7.
It was A major 7. Because of that, I thought I would do...
A minor 7. My bad.
Well, then I was in A major 7... I tuned my drums to A major 7, and we were in A minor 7.
Shit, that's my bad.
Dude, fuck. No wonder it sounds so shitty.
Well,
you needed that C naturally.
You actually tuned to...
Yeah, so what I did is I got my drum key, and I went, that sounds all right.
Classic.
Yeah. You think I tune my drums to fucking notes? Shit, come
Probably
on,
not.
man.
Yeah.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I don't mean to always be talking about them, but I always be talking about that. When they did their album about and they did microtones, they tuned the drums to microtones, which I'm just like, that's fucking.
That's a little much. But
that's a little much.
Really cool though.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a
gotta
lot.
make them sound right, I guess.
Yeah, to the two people who noticed.
Yeah, right. I didn't.
Yeah, because I sure as hell didn't. I also like in the ending, like some of the recording things we did where like I took that guitar, the guitar, and then reversed it and then stretched it out over a long
Yeah, you're
period.
welcome. You're welcome for that idea.
That was your idea?
Yes, it was.
All right, fine, all right.
Let's argue about this. on camera.
You were the most creative person. I bow down to your genius.
It had some
There he goes,
some
there he
music to
goes.
work to energy. Those little
Yeah,
moments.
Especially playing around with the pitch of the actual song.
And the
What the fuck though? Where's Waldo though?
Did you ever notice that, Pete?
What?
there's
I don't
like
think
there's
he
a
ever.
rap
I was
part
waiting
in the
to talk to
song.
him about this.
What?
Angela and I wrote a little jingle about Waldo like 2 days before we released the song, and when Alex and I were down here, I had the microphone on for something, and I started saying it because Waldo walked down the stairs, and then we like turned it way down and like distorted it so it's very low volume or low tone or whatever, and then we put it in the song. It's there. You can
Like,
pick it out.
literally, because I remember him just like we were listening back to it to just hear the mix. He grabbed the microphone and he started like rapping a part. Like, what the fuck though? Where's Waldo though? What the fuck though? Gonna get his kitty snack. Gonna hit his sister on the
Bite
bag. Gonna
his-
bite
oh,
his
that-
sister
yeah,
on the bag.
The bubble back.
And he was just doing that, and I hit record, and he didn't know. And I just recorded the whole thing, and then we took it, and we lowered the pitch. I put like a really harsh cut of EQ on it, so it's only like a special this one frequency, and it's during the
Right after the
But I wanted it to be to where Pete, he's in the song. You listened to it multiple times. You didn't even notice it. You edited the video for the music video. You didn't notice it. I'm just saying, like, we wanted it to be very
A hidden
But
gem.
I hear every time
An
I
Easter
hear it.
egg.
At what
You hear
point is
right?
it?
After the
Do you want me to play it?
Sure. We're gonna hear it right now.
I can hear it so clearly.
What the fuck though? There's Waldo though. What the fuck?
Oh,
Listen.
Where the fuck though? Where's he gonna go? Where the fuck though? Where's he gonna go?
I can hear it, but
It's
my
inaudible.
mind immediately like it like can make it out, but my brain then focuses on the piano part, like the little keyboard. Yeah.
Yeah, that. I like that addition a lot. Yeah, it's inaudible for sure. That's the whole point of it.
That's the whole point. But every time I can hear it, I like it. And it's just like has a little extra.
and now
like,
you
beat.
can too.
Yes, you've secret unlocked. Nicky North lore.
Watching this video, you wouldn't have known that otherwise. You know what we didn't add is, whoa, mama, tell me about my little itty bitty.
I know.
We haven't added that.
In the video, you can see me like do.
Me and you do
you
it.
can see us mouthing it.
So what are you guys doing again?
Well, we need to go
I don't.
1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, mama, tell me about my little itty bitty.
Where'd you get that? Like,
He just started saying.
I just
it,
started
think.
saying it when
And
we
what
were
is it
playing.
again?
The first one is
two of
just,
them.
whoa, mama, tell me about my little, and then, and then
me
the
about
second
my
part,
doo-doo.
second
Oh,
part
mama,
is,
tell me about
whoa,
my-
mama, tell me about my little itty bitty.
What is the itty bitty what though? And well, Mama, tell me about my little.
I don't know,
I
but
just
mama
told- I
needs to
just-
tell me about my little itty bitty.
Itty bitty what?
She
better-
needs to tell me about it, dude.
She better tell. She better tell
Mama,
us soon.
mama better tell me.
Mama better tell me.
Now, a word from our sponsor. Whoa, Mama, tell me about my little itty bitty. Will Mama not tell you about your little itty bitty?
You're teeny little.
Your teeny little.
Well, come on down to Itty Bitties, where Mama will tell you about them.
She will tell you.
Are there any other songs that remind you, like that you've heard that this song reminds you of? I mean, it feels like it'd be more like a Wolfpack song, maybe.
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
no?
it is instrumental, which is
It is
like,
instrumental, so that
Instrumental
That's-
automatically means Wolfpack.
Yep.
it's.
yep.
I mean, that's half their catalog.
Yep, it's true.
There's definitely
no other
elements of
songs though.
that.
You can't think of anything else
No.
in the same realm.
No,
We're just that unique. We're that creative, and that just no one ever can even come close to our sound.
you know, I mean, like, no,
You ain't lying.
I wouldn't even say it sounds like roulette at all. Like not even necessarily the bass line. That's just I listened to it and then I had this idea, and I can only assume that it stemmed from that. But
I'm sure there's an infinite amount of things out there, like even
every song
completely
we've ever listened to.
I'm sure somebody would come up to us and be like, this song sounds exactly like this. And I'd be like, oh, I've heard that song before. I wasn't thinking about that song during the writing of this, but I have nothing to do with the songwriting process other than influencing some. Can you guys go like do 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 instead of, and then you guys have to figure out what notes I mean when I do that.
Yeah, I feel like I do that too.
Yeah,
Oh,
I came up with that part. Fucking.
Yeah, but that's important too. I mean, I feel like I do the same thing to Alex sometimes. I'm like,
just,
can you
go like doodle doodle and then it's like, all right, figure that out.
even if you know a lot of music theory, it's way easier to do that than it is to be like, can you play C D E F G but do you know what I mean? Like Huffamanopeas are the way to go.
Quickly translate ideas by singing.
Rest in peace. I think we came up with the name Day of the Dead because we wrote it on the holiday Day of the Dead, I think.
No, because that's around Halloween, or unless
That's when we would have wrote it, I'm pretty sure.
Who came up with the name Day of the Dead?
you did.
You
You did it, Logan.
I remember that too.
I wanted it to be called ADHD because of how all over the place it is.
See, but
then-
now I feel like
Wait.
it fits for Day of the Dead, though. Like, the vibe of the song. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can see people, like, wearing the masks and, like...
Damn.
Wearing the mask.
I mean, it looks like a fun holiday. My sister went last year with her husband.
I thought it was kind of cool because we released it on New Year's Day. Like, implying
Not
that New
Day of
Year's
the
Day, like the new day, the new year. Usually that's like new me, new year.
And
But it was
everyone
like the Day of the
dies.
Dead. Like,
I think that was why I coined that working title. I think we wrote it on the actual Day of the Dead holiday, which would have been sometime in October.
so that sounds more like a working
early
title.
November. It was definitely just a working title, but I mean, the
It
rest
became
is
the
history.
title.
Yeah, it's true.
rest
Can't change it now.
Yep.
I don't know if it's the same day every year, but this year, November 2nd,
Okay, then.
Thursday was Day of the Dead. So I guarantee that's when it was conceptualized. That must have been why I said that.
Actually, I
Sick.
think no. It was a week before because you were saying, "What if
gonna
we
record
release
it."
this? What if we release this on Day of the
Oh,
Dead?"
yeah, that sounds right.
And then it
That
was
sounds
like,
right.
"Oh, there's no way we're gonna be able to do that."
Trying to force us to
That's
do
when it
something
started.
quick.
Then was October.
Yeah,
Must have been, yeah.
yeah.
Really?
That was at least by the end we had something, and then Logan was like, "This should be called Day of the Dead." And we release it on November 2nd,
Ambitious.
Day of the Dead. I'm like, that's a week away.
I gotta keep these boys. I gotta keep
Yeah.
these boys focused.
That's great.
Yeah.
Burns out March or April.
We haven't decided yet.
One song every quarter.
Yes,
Every
definitely,
quarter.
Every quarter. So the quarterly review will be at hand.
Unless we can get a move on and start getting some.
Yeah, if we
grooves
get ahead,
going.
maybe we can get an album together. Who knows? Was that just happiness, or?
That was a
That was a
complete lack of faith.
Oh, okay. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Let's just continue with the original goal: one song per quarter.
Okay.
Burns almost done.
Burns almost done.
Glass Magazine's almost done.
Well, let's not talk too.
Yeah,
far
let's
ahead.
not talk about that.
Oh my God.
Edit this out.
Edit out. Cut that. Cut that.
There's a hole in my sock. I better throw it out.
Show the camera to stop.
It was worth it. Do you see it? I don't know. I can't.
I don't know. You gotta
I
stand
still-
here.
I still can't do it.
You have to stand up. You have to.
You got it. You got it.
You have
boy.
to definitely stand up.
All right, it's fine. There's a hole in his sock, y'all.
So the
better
music
believe it.
video.
But
so
now
the
we're in the
music
future.
video just recently dropped,
Yes,
right?
it did.
All right, you guys should check it out. It's pretty sweet.
Kudos for Pete on the editing.
Yep, Pete threw it together. Everyone, round of applause.
It's almost like he does it for a living.
Yeah, it's true. It's really cool. Pete, can you talk about the music video? What were some of the cool things you were doing?
All I did was just zoom in on whenever there was somebody doing a
The
nice
Voltec
little
zoom?
move.
The
Somebody
Voltec
doing
zoom?
somebody doing impact zoom on their instrument, or doing a cool riff, or doing a little dance, or making a little face. I thought I just wanted to zoom in on that, make it a little really cute. I just went onto YouTube and just literally looked up free stock video, and I found this huge compilation from like the 60s of just this random visualizer type stuff, and I just threw that on top. I was like, okay.
Didn't you do like an effect? Like
I mean, I just fucked with the blending modes. I didn't do anything too crazy, but
Well, it looks sweet.
it just is very colorful, and just everything looks super inverted, and
yeah, I like it. I like one of them looks like it's like a nuclear explosion going off, but
I
it's
know
like
exactly what you're talking
that's
about.
my favorite part.
So, you know, there's like 3 characters in the B-roll, okay?
I did notice that silhouettes.
yeah, there's
Three
three
silhouettes. You were telling a story. I knew it.
Yeah, I placed them in specific parts
Okay,
along
alright,
with like,
alright.
you know, there's
Art.
pictures of space and the
Alright, yeah.
stars spinning.
Like 3 friends.
Yeah, and a bunch of plants, and I was
Yeah.
like, you know,
Is it the story
it's
of the
the
Death
Day
and
of the
Hallows?
Dead, so I have to like, you know, if you just really think about it, just
We're getting too deep.
the editing of it just really tells a
We're too deep.
story about these characters
He's
and
a
how
director.
their life, how they.
All right, James Cameron, we're done
Sounds
here.
like-
Has anyone commented on the song at all?
Yeah, like my friends, some of my friends.
What do you mean?
They said it was cool. Cool.
I showed it to my Bob.
What'd your mom say?
She said, "Why the fuck did I have you?"
Oh, okay.
Damn,
That's interesting.
it took this long for her to finally.
Is that
ask
true,
the
Aunt
question.
Susan?
As soon as she heard Day of the Dead, she was like, "I fucking would."
That's the last
Yeah.
straw. That's the last song. I was like,
Man, the Day of the Dead should have been your birthday.
My friend Mickey liked it. He's a big Nicky North supporter. He plays music and does like announcing for all the races we time.
got that announcer voice.
He does have a good announcer voice. Angela and I were thinking of having him MC the wedding, which would be pretty cool. But he always plays Nicky North music, and like I poke my head out of the van. I'm like, "Yeah, Mickey." Like, so
guy.
when he saw it, he was like, "This looks sweet." Now I said, "Hey, it's a little different. It's instrumental song, you know." And he was all about it. He was like, "This rocks. You guys are sweet." And he's a great supporter, you know.
Thanks, Mickey.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mickey, North Coast Multisport, shameless plug. I also played the song to the top 2 music critics in this house in Willow and Waldo, and they looked at me and went, "Rrr."
All right, that
That's the-
seems good.
that's
It
the
seems
greatest
like a positive
approval.
review from a cat. Like, if you had to put into words, what is the vibe of this song?
Dude, I
Like, if like genre.
wow.
That was depressing.
The band that this song reminds me of is the Budos Band.
Ah.
The Budos
what?
Band is very, very. They're so good. They're kind of like they are instrumental, but they have a
'em
lot of
out.
brass instruments, and they have a lot of Latin feel to it.
Dude, I was thinking that, because I had to, when I submitted the song to like the Spotify, people, like I had to choose from like a list of like the different feel, like all the instruments, the different genres that it might be, and all this stuff, and I was struggling.
Latin.
And I did feel like it almost had like a Latin feel.
It's got
And I was
some
like,
flavor.
Yeah. I thought that. And what about the ending? Because I feel like the ending is like almost like it has like a more jazzy vibe. Is
Yeah.
how I would describe it. Like
would
a
agree.
dreamy.
Dreamy jazz.
somewhat like not lo-fi because it's not mixed that way.
Somewhere between lo-fi
Yeah, you can take
and
that.
jazz. Dreamy jazz.
Dreamy jazz.
It's a good thing you point out Budo's band, Pete, because I remember even when we were writing it, we said that. We were like, this
Oh, yeah.
sounds like a Budo's band song.
Oh, well,
And
yeah,
there you go. Check out the Budo's band.
Check
They're
'em out.
really good.
Budos Band, BUDOS Band.
No funk though, right? Unless I
There's-
feel like you're a dunk.
There's
Into
that's
the
definitely
fog.
funk.
Into the Fog and the Sticks. Yeah, there's definitely funk. There's some stank on it. For
some
sure.
stank. What do you
There's
mean
some
by the
stank.
stank?
Like when you go, hop, doom, ba-doom. Yeah, no, that part's definitely got stank. Like,
the straight beat. Right there.
yeah, when it hits just right, you get that. You're just like, ugh. You're like, someone just ripped ass. Like, fuck. The natural stank face.
Somebody just ripped ass and it smells good.
There were another one I saw was like rock jazz or like. No, too weird.
Yeah,
trying to
rock
think of, like, what
jazz
the
is-
What about
B
rock
section
funk? Is
reminds
rock
me of.
funk something that could go with it?
I would just say funk.
Rock funk reminds me of like Red Hot. Yeah, I guess.
What do you guys think about? Because this one we also have unconventionally the bass is mixed a little bit weird because we have the delay in each one. Did you know that? Like the bass.
I did.
The bass is in the center, but it's also delayed in the left, hard pan left and hard pan right. So it has this really full feel. then the guitars are kind of like on the sides. It's very, very powerful when it's like going though. Like, hold on, just staring me down. And
They're staring each other down.
And this sparks are flying.
Get red hot.
Sparks are flying in this Pokemon battle.
This battle's about to get red hot.
I have been so into Star Wars Battlefront, like the OG. I'm like watching a bunch of YouTube videos about it. You know, like Star Wars Battlefront 2004 in 2023. Like, how does it hold up? Like, they're so satisfying. They don't make games like they
Watching
used
long
to.
plays,
Dude.
watching a long play of Galactic Conquest.
Or in Battlefront.
No talking.
2.
No
Long
talking.
Yeah,
play,
no
no
commentary.
commentary, Galactic Conquest.
Dude, fucking sad. I fall asleep to that shit.
Me too.
The
What? Are you guys serious? You
Yeah,
guys
or the
go to
Rise of
sleep
the
with
Empire.
video games?
I'll fall asleep to long plays.
What do you
Absolutely.
mean?
Just the
What do you-
ambiance of
how
somebody
many-
playing a video
How
game.
many times a month?
How many times a week?
I'd
What are you
say at
talking
least.
about?
I'll get on a.
I watch YouTube plays.
How many
to go to
times a
sleep.
week?
I watch YouTube every
No,
night.
how many
mostly.
times do you go to sleep with like
with YouTube?
Every night.
YouTube playing?
I go to sleep every night.
Yeah, every night.
Oh,
every night you have YouTube playing?
Every
Yes,
night,
yes.
absolutely.
You guys
Every
both have
single night.
YouTube? That's
Yeah.
what's
It's a
wrong with
disease.
America. This is what's made America sick.
No, I agree. It's probably not healthy, but
No,
You're not
I
getting
don't
proper
care.
sleep.
White noise.
Yeah,
But the videos are usually when you're
sometimes it
sleeping
makes
are
me have
long
weird.
plays.
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes,
And sometimes I
Why?
get crazy fucking dreams because of that shit.
What
Sometimes-
do you mean?
because the
Oh
audio.
my gosh! This the other night I fell asleep on the couch,
Uh-huh.
and you know how sometimes, like, I don't have my YouTube set up to autoplay, so it's not like it's gonna play the next video. I don't want it to like waste battery. Or whatever.
Sure.
Plus, there might be a good video that I want to watch, not just sleep to.
Sure.
However, sometimes the ads still come up, and you're like, 10, 15-second ads, whatever. Dude, I got trapped in a fucking nightmare the other night. I fell asleep on the couch watching some video, and I fell asleep, and the ad came up, and it was like a 3-hour long ad for the Exorcist movie, the new one, and it was just like
3 hours.
I'm not kidding, dude. Look it up on Reddit. Like,
They
people
can
have
do
experienced
that?
this as well. It's 3 hours of like horror movie sounds and just like this like creepy voice that's like,
I don't want to die.
and it was like I remember I woke up like in a daze and I was in a fucking nightmare, dude. Like I was definitely, and it was like 4 in the morning. It's pitch black in my house. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is so scary.
You don't remember anything about it?
I just remember looking at it. I realized it was an ad because I was like, why the fuck? I was like, who is saying this to me? And then I was like, there's no way this is real. So I did what any normal human would do. I turned on all the lights downstairs so I
Yeah.
was no longer scared.
You did?
And then I went on to Reddit and I was like, is this a thing? And people were like, fucking yeah, dude. It's like a 2-hour, 40-minute long ad of nothing but the same horror movie noises on repeat. Garbage. Maybe someone out there will understand what I've
We'll
gone
vibe
through.
with you. Connect.
I listen to YouTube every single night. Sometimes I spend way too long looking for the video that I want to fall asleep
Yeah,
to.
dude, I've done that
What,
too.
that you went to fall asleep to? Like,
Yeah.
but you guys, it's like people talking, right?
Sometimes.
I'll listen to like Oni plays or just people like gaming channels, just people talking, and then I have experience where they're
Both of you
talking.
guys.
I have experience where they're talking. Like it's getting close. My body's recognizing
Shutting
that it's
down.
time to it's time to wake up, and so it will hear the voices that are still playing after 8 hours.
What?
Yeah.
You haven't played the whole night?
Mine's on autoplay, and because and my I have YouTube Premium because I'm cool,
Yep,
and
so do I.
I turn off my phone and just set it and forget it, and it'll just play continuously until I decide to turn it off. Anyway, when it's time for me to wake up, I've had dreams of them talking, and their voices being recognized in my dreams, and different scenarios from what they're talking about are playing in my head, and I don't know. People definitely make a bunch of videos. Like, here's a 12-hour long video of just us talking, and it's designed for you to fall asleep to.
Really?
Don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah, there's.
What should I try tonight? If
I
I
was
go to
gonna-
sleep tonight, what do I listen to?
One of my
I Spy
favorites-
Haunted Mansion long play.
Ah,
no commentary.
dude,
Satisfying.
that is a good game.
Yes,
though.
it is.
By the way, that's a great ass game.
The old PC games.
That was the last long play I fell asleep to.
I feel like
I can hear all the noises now.
One Jack.
one of my favorites to do
That's
is
so good.
like Nuzlockers. Like the videos are usually like 30 or 40 minutes long perfect amount of time to fall asleep. You know what I mean? So I have a couple of those where
Perfect
like
amount of
I've
time.
seen the video before, but I'll turn that on because like I'm used to their voice and
Their cadence.
yeah, I don't know, it's just satisfying. So I would try that. Pokemon Nuzlocke, classic. Try Flygon HG. He's a really satisfying voice.
Okay. I might do the I Spy though. It sounds pretty pleasant.
That does sound satisfying.
Do you guys think we'll ever do another instrumental?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think? Yeah.
Yes.
It's just easier situations where us three are just able to make it a practice and just, you know what, you want to crank out something real quick? Sure, let's go.
Bust out a song. Yeah.
I genuinely like instrumental songs too. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I love. Emily always rags on me. She's like, "Dude, you listen to so much instrumental stuff." I'm like, "Yeah."
What's wrong with instrumentals?
Some people hate it. Some people
instrumental
hate it.
song. I feel like you have to appreciate a certain kind of music to like that stuff because
It's
9
like
times out of
jazz.
10 you're listening to the singer in pretty much any song you
True.
listen to.
No,
I'd
I
say.
can see why people.
Casual listener, that's what they listen to. But coming as a Wolfpack fan, where like we said, like half their catalog at least is instrumental.
Yeah.
I fucking love instrumental music. I feel like for someone who isn't a singer too, like it's nice to you appreciate some of the more musical or instrumental things that happen in songs.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that, you know what I mean?
That
Whereas
definitely makes a difference.
other times you don't get to. It just goes under the radar, so you kind of showcase those things more.
Yeah.
I love listening to movie scores too. I mean, those are
When
instrumentals.
you go to sleep. Oh, just in general.
Just in general,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, the John
Movie
anything
scores.
John Williams is fucking awesome.
It is sweet. I've listened to a couple. I've even put on the Star Wars album a few times.
Oh yeah.
The Oppenheimer soundtrack is so good. I know one of the songs is such a fucking meme right now, and which is really annoying, but the song
have
is so
its time.
good. Same with, dude, Interstellar has an amazing
Yeah, it does.
soundtrack, but
Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome to the stage!
my fiance
I said something I was talking
spit a rap.
just played Hogwarts Legacy and I died 3 times.
I just played Hogwarts Legacy
And I died 3 times.
I just
There was,
played
like,
Hogwarts
the-
Legacy,
the, like,
died 3
intro
times.
scene. You had to like kill all these soldiers and they killed me 3 times until I finally figured out how to kill them.
She's
There you
becoming
go.
a gamer one step.
What spells?
What's the next question?
The next question: are we gonna add vocals to it?
Are we gonna add vocals?
Yep, Waldo and Willow are singing.
There we go. Feet Waldo Willow duo freestyle. I've seen so many viral videos of them like auto tuning cats recently.
Oh my gosh, I love those.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's where we are in. What do you think, though, Pete? Are we gonna ever add vocals to it? A vocal version?
Probably not. Get Mickey.
That's another.
There you go. That'd be cool to have
Yeah.
someone feed on it.
That would be really cool. That's another.
See if they
Wolfpack
have.
joke.
Yeah. See if you can send it out to anyone who's a good singer and say you want to write something to this. And
Oh, dude, send it to Mickey. He would do it.
That's what I just said.
He's been. I know. I'm just saying, like really, just
Commit
send it
to
to
it.
him. You know what I mean? Because I was talking to him the other day about that. Like, I sent him mismatching socks, like the little take of that, and he was like, "Dude, I love this. I would love to sing on this."
that would be sweet. Oh, that's
Although I do love what Mark was doing on that when we were practicing it with the reggae version at the end. I got the mismatch. I know you gotta get up.
Mark can
So
do that
funny.
part.
It's so
Mark can do
Gotta
that.
get that dope.
That would be funny to record that.
I listen to that so many times.
What
when,
do you mean?
When he's, I love how he does like the reggae thing, but we keep going, and then he's just like, "You gotta mismatch your socks, people. It's culture." It's such a funny little blurb he's going on about. It's just a cool piece of Nicky North lore for us. You know, it might never be heard by anybody else, but it's so
So
satisfying.
you want to finish that song one day then too?
Yes, I love mismatches.
All right.
That's another Pete song.
That we should get into recording that. Maybe that's Q3 or 4. I mean. Anyways, do you think we'll ever play this song live?
Maybe
No?
the transitional.
Probably
song.
not, but maybe maybe.
Well,
as like
I was
a little
thinking like
middle
as
thing.
like say we play a big show, like where it's just us playing. Like that's what I intend our next show, whenever that is, to be, is us like at the Moose or something, similar to what 0 Hour does. Like, and then in the middle have a break where we instead of whatever before we play this.
I mean, I would be down to play it live. I think it'd be fun.
It would.
Yeah.
I definitely couldn't see us going to like a gyro show and busting it out, but then again, you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
maybe we write a whole arsenal of just instrumental music that only us three can play,
Oh,
so we
shit.
can play.
Here we go. This is what I've been waiting
There you
for.
go.
I have like 4 songs ready to go.
All right, then we do
Here's one of them.
Is Nicky Nork? Nicky Nork. It's a side project.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. So.